In the desolate expanse of the Alaskan wilderness, nestled amidst jagged peaks and skeletal pines, lay the abandoned research station, Boreas. Shrouded in a perpetual twilight, its windows stared out like hollow eyes, a monument to a forgotten scientific endeavor. Drawn by whispers of a chilling discovery and a yearning for adventure, I, Sarah, a young anthropologist, arrived at Boreas with a research team, eager to unravel its secrets. Boreas had been abruptly shut down 10 years prior, the researchers vanishing without a trace. The official report cited a blizzard and equipment malfunction, but the chilling silence and unsettling aura surrounding the station spoke volumes. As we unpacked our gear, an unsettling quiet hung heavy in the air, broken only by the mournful cry of a distant raven. The station was a labyrinth of sterile hallways and cold metal rooms. Papers and scientific equipment lay scattered, as if the researchers had vanished in a single panicked instant. A palpable sense of dread settled over us. Each creak of the floorboards, each flicker of the emergency lights sent shivers down our spines. Our first night was plagued by nightmares. I dreamt of faceless figures roaming the halls, their whispers filled with an inhuman malice. The following days brought a series of unsettling discoveries. Strange symbols etched into the walls with a rough instrument seemed to crawl and writhe in the flickering light. Files on the research team revealed their descent into paranoia, filled with cryptic references to an otherworldly presence and chilling experiments on unearthed artifacts. One day, while exploring the frozen depths of the station's sub-basement, we stumbled upon a hidden chamber. Here the air grew thick with a suffocating coldness, and an inscription on the wall glowed with an eerie green luminescence. It depicted a monstrous entity, tentacles writhing, eyes burning like malevolent embers. This was the otherworldly presence they had been studying. Suddenly the ground trembled. A monstrous roar echoed through the station, shaking the very foundations. Panic turned to horror as we realized we were not alone. The entity from the inscription, a grotesque amalgamation of flesh and bone, had awakened. It surged through the sub-basement, its presence a chilling miasma that choked the air and froze the blood in our veins. We fled, scrambling back to the surface, the entity close behind. We sealed off the sub-basement and barricaded ourselves in the main lab. The air crackled with a malevolent energy. As the entity slammed against the doors, we knew it wouldn't be long before it broke through. Driven by desperation, we discovered a dusty journal left by the previous researchers. It detailed a complex ritual, an attempt to banish the entity back to its realm. Frantically, we gathered the necessary ingredients, arcane symbols drawn on the floor, a concoction of strange chemicals, and a crystal pulsating with an otherworldly light. Just as the entity breached the barricade, we activated the ritual. The air crackled with unseen energy. The entity recoiled, its form twisting and shrieking in pain, but the ritual faltered. We hadn't gathered enough power. The entity surged forward, its grotesque form filling the room. Suddenly, a sacrifice was needed. In a moment of selfless terror, Dr. Lewis, our seasoned team leader, pushed me aside and flung himself at the entity. It devoured him whole, a sickening crunch echoing in the room. The surge of power was enough. The ritual completed, the air pulsed with blinding light, and the entity vanished in a deafening shriek. Silence. We were left in a room reeking of burnt flesh and despair. We had survived, but at a terrible cost. Dr. Lewis was gone, and the entity, though temporarily defeated, was still out there, somewhere in the frozen wastelands. We escaped Boreas, leaving it a silent tomb once more. But the experience left its mark. The nightmares returned, more vivid than ever. The whispers followed me, a chilling reminder of the entity's presence, waiting for an opportunity to break free into our world. Now I travel the world, documenting forgotten places and lost civilizations. But a part of me remains frozen in the desolate Alaskan wilderness, forever haunted by the chilling secrets of Boreas.